My name is Tom from WeaponsEducation.com, and if you've been following my channel, you know I'm a huge 10mm buff, and this gun in this video is going to be very exciting to review. What we're going to do with the Rock Island Armory Big Rock 10mm double stack, 17 rounds, 1911. I mean, this is exciting at a price point that's affordable. What we're going to do is we're going to do a close-up tabletop review. We're going to go to the range. We're going to shoot it. For the very first time I put my hands on this trigger with ammo in it, I'm going to show you the video footage of it. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about it again because this is a game changer in the 10mm industry. I'm going to use Armscore ammo to shoot with. As you know, Armscore and Rock Island Armory, they're like sister companies, and what they did with this gun, this is a 6-inch 1911 double stack, and a lot of you might think double stack 1911, that's different, and it is. So like the cliche name for this is 2011 double stack. And the price point is incredible because if you want a similar 6-inch long, everything match grade on this gun, all hand fitted. If you want this type of gun, you're going to pay, like, STI is a wonderful company. I love that company. $2,700. Good gun. This is between $1,000, $1,200. You talk to your local dealer. We're looking at a winner here. There's absolutely nothing you have to do to this gun to make it any better, to shoot any better. And when you see my close-up review on the table, you'll see what I'm talking about, and then we're going to go to the range and shoot it. But we have a winner here with the Rock Island Armory. This is the model 52000. It is so new. At the timing of this video, it's barely even on their website. So this is brand new. You tell your dealer you want a 52000. This is a game changer. 10mm round is a .357 Magnum ballistics in a semi-automatic, and we're talking, listen to this, 17 rounds. 17 rounds in a double stack 1911 that shoots flawless. Welcome to WeaponsEducation.com, my friends. Well, now it's in my hands. What I want to do is a tabletop review and tell you a couple of things about it in high def, close up. Thank you, my wife Tammy's here. We're going to zoom in. We're going to talk about some features on the gun, go to the range, shoot it, and then I'll sit behind the table and we'll talk about it. But I got to tell you, for the first time in my life ever shooting a double stack 1911, and you know, they're also called 2011s for the ones that are double stacked, a 10mm. The owner of the company, his name is Carlos, now a friend of mine, he says, we tamed the beast, I want to know what you think. So I got one, and I got to tell you, this thing shoots like a 9mm. With that said, we have a double stack 1911 mag that shoots 10mm, and as you know, a 10mm has the ballistics of a .357 Magnum and can pretty much take down anything in North America. We're talking 17 rounds here, 16 plus 1. Here's a couple of things. I'm going to get right to some points here. Number one, what makes it worth the money? It's a Rock Island Armory. Most Rock Island Armories are $500, $600, $700, right? Well, why is this like over $1,000? Between $1,000 and $1,200? I'll tell you why. Well, first of all, there's other quality companies like Rock Island Armory who make double stack 10mm, and STI is a wonderful company, and they make one $2,700. This gun is all hand assembled. and they do it precision fit. And I spoke to a man in their shop, and he says he overlooks every one of these. They call it big rocks. They tamed the beast. They made it a mellow recoil gun, and the way they do it is they hand fit everything in their what's called medallion shop. So the gunsmiths go through their thing. They hand fit the whole gun. There's nothing you have to do to this gun afterwards when you purchase it. Remember, this is the model 52,000. This video is so new. This model is so new. It is the match tack. So you want to go to your local dealer and ask for a model 52,000, because if you want to enter a match and shoot 10 millimeter, if you want a 1911 that's double stack, that's at a reasonable price, all hand fit, this is the gun for you. I'm talking 17 rounds. Now let's look at some of the close-ups of it. All hand assembled, as we know. Let's talk about the magwell first. The magwell, Tammy, please zoom in here, is all beveled out. So that makes the magazine obviously simple to smack in and out. The double stack magazine. That costs money. And I know a lot about weapons after doing 600 plus videos and talking to all the owners of manufacturers and the cost of manufacturing. This stuff costs money. It's got that. It's got everything you want in a gun at a reasonable price. You've got a full-length guide rod, and the guide rod is something important. Tammy, please zoom in on this guide rod. For a 1911, well, you see something different? You guys can pick it out. Okay, there's no bushing here. You see that little screw? That notch there? You screw in, that's a separate video. We'll do a disassembly video for this monster gun. I shouldn't call it a monster gun, this perfect gun, on how to assemble it and reassemble it, because it's very simple without dealing with the bushing and all that, and the tool. So it's got a screw-in guide rod. The warranty on the gun, lifetime. Doesn't get much better than that. And we know Rock Island Armory and their sister company, Arms Core, are going to be here in our lifetime, and many lifetimes. So the gun is warranted for you, whether you purchase it from someone else or you buy it and sell it to someone else. The gun is warranted, not the owner. That's huge. Now I want to tell you the weight of the gun. It's 2.5 pounds. That keeps down the recoil. And when you see me shoot this in a few moments at the range, and I'm actually flabbergasted at the low recoil of the gun. Now I understand what they did. With all the craftsmanship of all the tightness and the fittings of the gun, the 2.5 pound solid steel frame slide keeps down the recoil. They tamed the beast. And you know, that's a tag mark they use. Let's talk about the dimensions. It's a long gun. It's almost 10 inches, 9.75 inches. What is a huge positive? Well, you got a 6-inch barrel, by the way. Obviously, it's going to be long. You want a long barrel for a 10 millimeter. This is perfect for you hunters, outdoormen, anyone in the great outdoors, or anyone who wants to use this next to your bedside. You want a lot of rounds. You want 17 rounds of 10 millimeter, 357 Magnum ballistics. This is a wonderful weapon to keep next to your bedside. This is a wonderful weapon to keep in the great outdoors. The shoulder holster. Let's talk about the width, which I'm extremely impressed with. The width is only 1.4 inches. And when I say these numbers, people respectfully they don't equate it to things, but I'll equate it for you. A normal 1911 that is not double stacked is 1.25. 1.25. This is 1.4, and it's double stacked. It's not much wider. Actually, it's better. I wish all 1911s were double stack. Hey, let's push for double stacked 1911s all around. Okay, the height's 5.5 inches. Now let's talk about the sights. Tammy, please zoom in on that front sight. This fiber optic sight, it costs money. I mean, it's high end, and it's there. It comes with it standard. For $1,000 to $1,200, this gun, we're not talking $1,800, $2,000, $2,500, $3,000, $4,000. $1,000 to $1,200, you got everything you need. There's nothing you need to do to this gun. The rear sights, please take a close look of these adjustable dovetail rear sights, which is match grade level. This gun is designed for you to purchase it and do nothing else to it. You're done. It's simple. It's very simple to disassemble because we're losing a part with that bushing, and you don't need a wrench or anything like that. You use a screw. It's very simple to operate. It's simple to clean, and it is, well, we're going to go to the range and shoot it in a moment. Let me tell you something else about it. Let's talk about this. Okay, that's safety on the rear grip. It might seem like something minor to a lot of you, but myself, doing this for my whole adult life, shooting these 1911s, I know that if a manufacturer puts a safety on a rear of a 1911 and does not do the work on the inside to make it perform properly, you can have failures. This gun, it protrudes out, and they did everything properly on the interior of the gun, and we're going to actually do more videos on this gun. This rear safety is, I think it's the best rear safety I've ever felt, because you put your hands on it, you know it's going to go bang, and some of them just don't do that. I can elaborate, but I'm not going to mention names. Now, you got your G10 grips. I mentioned this incredible magwell. You've got a trigger that here, let's zoom in this way, Tammy, right there. Look at that trigger, skeletonized trigger. Now you see that screw? You see that play? Well, if I wanted to adjust that play, I can do so. I can just tinker with it and adjust it. It's not going to change the poundage. It comes in around 4 pounds. Very lightweight trigger. But the play right there, I can bring that screw out or in to give myself the amount of play I want. So now what I'd like to do, after telling you a lot about it, well, the hammer is perfect. Everything about the fit and feel is perfect. The ergonomics are perfect. This rail on the bottom is there for you. This Picatinny rail is there for you to put anything you want on the gun as far as accessories, light, laser, so on. Perfectly machine fit and hand fit. Serrations on the top of the slide are aggressive. The slide is like glass. And I am telling you, I'm not just saying this, I am telling you it's like glass. And this is one of the heaviest springs there are for a 1911 because it's a 10 millimeter. It's like glass. I'm going to have to do a separate video, and I'm going to do some fun videos comparing this to a Glock 20 and the 6-inch Glock, and we're going to do some fun videos on which is better and which is not. But let's go to the range and shoot it, and then I'm going to come back and give you my final thoughts. Let's go shoot this thing. I haven't shot it yet. Let's go do it. Okay, this is the very first time I'm shooting this firearm. What I'm looking for is reliability out of this double stack 1911 10 millimeter. I'm also going to look at how this long barrel is, how it feels as far as weight to me. And I'm also concerned about the trigger. For the very first time I'm shooting this gun. I don't expect to be all that accurate with it, but I wanted to record my very, very first experience. And I'm using Rock Island Armory's line of ammunition. It's called Arms Core. 10 millimeter we have here. And we're shooting 180 grain full metal jacket. I got 2 full complete double stacked 1911 mags of 10 millimeter. Let's see how she does. Like I said, I'm looking at reliability, I'm thinking about the trigger, and I'm thinking about this long barrel, and I don't know how to get used to this sight radius, the long sight radius. So we'll see how she does. I'm going to go through 2 mags. Hopefully with no malfunctions. All I can say is amazing. I've shot a lot of 10 millimeters in my life. As you guys know, I'm a 10 millimeter buff. The first thing that really impresses me the most about this gun is the very, very low recoil. When Rock Island Armory says they tamed the beast, now I know what they're talking about. I really feel like I'm shooting a 9 millimeter, and I'm not exaggerating as far as recoil. Video I'm going to do, I'm going to bring my wife and have her shoot. I love this. Let's put another mag in. So far we're 100% and put a new mag in. And let's see if she continues to be as reliable as I assume she would be. Alright, we're ready to go. Let's go through it. It's exhilarating. It's a lot of fun. That's a lot of rounds of 10 millimeter, perfect reliability. And I know the question always comes up, by the way, as far as how far away is that target. It looks different on camera. But if you point down, my friend here, John, is here. Look at that black line. That's the 7-yard line. That's 21 feet. My target's about a foot past it. So we're shooting at about 22, 23 feet. Let me bring it in and look at the group. And I didn't expect to be very accurate for the very first time ever shooting the gun, but I did get a nice little circle here, and I'm pretty happy with the accuracy. Of course, the reliability so far is 100%. After this clip of this video, I'm going to shoot 200 more rounds through this. Then we're going to talk about this. But so far, I can tell you the recoil is nil. The accuracy is there. And I tell you that long-range sight radius is something I'm going to have fun getting used to it because it's easy. It's like a nail driver to get accurate with this gun. Boy, having a double stack 10 millimeter, I'm gonna have to compare this to the Glock, and we're gonna have fun doing that. Extremely exhilarating. I did not know what to expect. What I ultimately did was shoot 250 rounds of this Armscore 10 millimeter. And it's a 180 grain full metal jacket. And I'm thinking, I'm shooting a 9 millimeter. This can't be a 10 millimeter. This can't be like a 357 mag. It can't be. It's just, let me put some really high powered Underwood in it. So I did so. I shot 50 rounds, hollow point. 0 malfunctions, almost zero recoil. To me, it's like nothing. They tame the beast. Whether you put super high pressure, which this gun can handle, a lot of people say that about 10 millimeters. Can the gun handle high pressure rounds? The answer is yes. This is made in their medallion shop. This is made by hand, and it's looked over by one man from start to finish. And it's at an affordable price between $1,000 and $1,200. Remember, it's model 52,000. I didn't know what to expect. What I wanted to learn was how the weight was on the front, because it's a 6-inch barrel. My first 6-inch 1911. And of course, you need a good grip. Push, I'm not going to do a grip video now, but push a little, pull a little, hold it, get as much skin on the grip. No big deal at all. Very comfortable nail driver. Then I also wanted to know, well, is it reliable? 300 for 300, 250 rounds of their high-end Armscore ammo, and 50 rounds of Underwood, hollow point, high pressure stuff, 0 malfunctions. And every 1911 comes with a little disclosure saying, shoot 500 rounds, break it in. 0 malfunctions. And I also like the fact that the brass, by the way, as a side note, didn't come shooting right back, slamming me in the face. Because a lot of 1911s will do that. This brass went sideways, which I liked. There you go. One of many videos to come on this masterpiece. I'm going to get a shoulder holster. I custom make shoulder holsters. We'll talk about that more in the future. But this to me is utopia. Let me know what you think, my friends. My name is Tom from Weapons Education. Please subscribe and please share this on your Facebook, all of you, because everyone needs to know that it's available. No one knows that it's available for $1,000 to $1,200. Hope you enjoyed my review. Check it out. Bye.